Spoiler alert, we do not care. Also, you definitely didn't read the study that statistic is from, so let's take a look at it. The study was done by Morgan Stanley, and this is what they have to say about it. What's driving this trend? For starters, more women are delaying marriage, choosing to stay single, or divorcing in their 50s and 60s. Women are also delaying childbirth or having fewer children than in the past. Do you see that keyword? Choosing. It's on purpose. They also talk about how women control a large share of the US wallet because we are the primary shoppers for 72% of households, meaning groceries or any household needs. We buy it 72% of the time. And women are now the primary breadwinners in nearly 40% of US households. Notice how that percentage of women breadwinners aligns pretty closely with the percentage of women choosing to be single. It's almost like the less that we have to rely on you financially, the more irrelevant you become. So in summary, women are choosing to be single because we're becoming more and more financially independent, meaning we have the freedom to actually choose partners who benefit and enrich our lives. That means men who are emotionally intelligent and desire equal partnership. And if you're confused why women are not wanting that traditional partnership that you are desiring, it's because it pressures us into being financially dependent on you and subservient to you, meaning you can stay emotionally unavailable and you can avoid doing the inner work that you very clearly need. And by saying that y'all are just going to start going overseas and leaving us alone, you're just threatening us with a good time.
This is Let's Vibe. Today I want to talk about one sensitive topic, and then I have to bring in a girl because it's about girls. So want to find out why the girls choosing to be single. You understand? Right now, every girl wants to stay single. Like they like it being single. But as a guy, I don't understand it because we want them. We understand me better. So I have to bring in a girl here. Ask them their whatever is worrying them or whatever might be their reasons for choosing to be single. So this is Let's Vibe. I'm here with one stubborn girl. Be like,
Hello, I'm Damsel.
yeah, what?
Damsel.
Okay.
Hey.
Okay.
All right. So personally, I think that a lot of women are deciding to stay single because of so many reasons, and one of
Okay.
the reason is standards.
Standards.
Yes.
Okay.
So things are not like first. The standards of women has really increased. You see, previously women used to depend on men financially, but like nowadays, just look at the women. Some of them are engineers, doctors, so financially they can cater for themselves.
Okay.
But then, if a man should come into a woman's life, the woman is expecting the man to bring peace, nothing other than peace, because at the moment the woman is already financially stable, not like previous when a woman has to depend on a man.
When you say the woman is financially stable, if you pick in our setting like this, if you pick like 10 girls,
That's
8 out
what
of
we are
10
talking
is
about.
not,
Women, we are talking about women.
8 out of 10 women is not financially stable. You and I know very well that is true.
They are financially like independent. It's not like first that women like are in the kitchen, they don't go to school. Men were primarily the leaders of the family and all that, but right now women are going to school, women are getting educated, women are getting civilized, women are getting works to do.
Okay.
You see that phrase, what men can do, men can do better. Women are now occupying the position of like important like jobs like doctors, engineers, like all that. Yes, so the knowledge has impacted the lives of women.
Okay.
So right now women doesn't necessarily depend on men financially. So if you should come into their lives, they want you to bring nothing other than peace. So if you can't, that was the standard I was talking about. So if you can't give them peace, then why are you in their lives? Yes.
If I have to talk out, you see everything she's saying right now. I'm not being a guy by I'm not being a guy. But then whatever she's saying right now, you and I know very well that is so not true. Now you talk about standards, the fact that women are occupying various areas in life, so that makes them like they don't want to be with a man, and that's so not true. Do you understand? You're saying they are financially dependent, but even when they are financially cool and they have everything, whenever a guy comes into their life, they are still going to depend on the guy. we are all here, and you see celebs break up because of money and other stuff. Bill Gates' wife, she became a millionaire because she divorced her husband. It's not because she was financially stable or something. Jeff Bezos' wife should be the same thing. We are here, and we heard Asamoah Gyan's wife is going to inherit some big part of a whole lot. So these standards are talking about, even when they are occupying all this big stuff, then you will have everything. So why this dependence? So if you are saying you want to have standards and you don't want to be with a man, whenever a man comes into your life, I don't expect the woman to still be on them, like depend on them. Do you understand? For everything. But that's what they do. You are saying peace. Now, I don't know how you define peace, but in this context, if you are supposed to talk about peace, guys, it's not like I'm talking for the guys, but you people very well say the peace she is talking about. You people they worsen the peace.
Oh,
Men actually give peace. Men are cool people. Do you understand? Let me use one of Sarkodie's lyrics. He said, "Every man was born faithful until the first female broke their vow." Do you understand? When the God created the world, it was very peaceful. And until the woman messed up. So who are those people bringing the dis-peace, or should I say
this
the
Bill
unpeace or
Gates'
something?
wife and all these people who are mentioning their names. If we should dive right into it, you can see that sometimes they're even more treated in their marriages, but they can't come out and say it just because like they don't want that societal stigma and all that. So you don't know, like, and there's never something like these women who are currently working depend totally on no.
I saw a TikTok the other day of somebody saying that part of the reason why so many women are choosing to stay single and not get married is because there's way too many grown men that don't know that you're supposed to wash your booty hole in the shower. And it reminded me of the time I was dating this guy, and this TikTok from Nicki Minaj came up on my For You page where she was like, "You need to wash your ass in the shower." And I saw that TikTok, and I was in a silly goofy mood, so I asked him, I was like, "When you're in the shower, do you like spread your cheeks to let the water in?" And he was like, "Nobody does that." And I was like, "What do you mean?" And he was like, "I just asked both of my roommates, and they said they don't do that either. Like, literally nobody does that." And he was like arguing with me about the fact that you're not supposed to wash your booty hole in the shower. And
Y'all remember Darius Jackson, the content creator who got exposed for cheating on his wife like a year ago, maybe 2 years ago? I don't remember. He made a video which I unfortunately found myself agreeing with. So instead of stitching it and giving him any more attention because he truly irks me, I'm going to just have to make a video about it myself. In the video, he was saying that a lot of times when a woman is single for a long time, men or sometimes even other women will look at her like there's something wrong with her, when a lot of times that woman is just very smart. And he's 100% right. The longer that you go without a man, the clearer you start seeing things. And the clearer you can see, baby, the worse it is. But no, seriously, when you stop operating from a place of, oh, I need a relationship, I need a man, and you start really looking at these men for who they are and what they have to offer and what they can really bring to your life, the quicker you will start to realize that a lot of them are just not worth all of what we thought that they were. This is not me hating on men. This is not that. This is me defending single women. That's it. The longer that you go without a man, the less stuff that you start to tolerate, and the better you are at detecting when a man is really not worth your time. When your desire for partnership stops overriding your desire for genuine respect and genuine love, then you will start to see things so differently, and it is going to change you. You're going to make decisions that you probably would not have made before, and you're going to be a lot less willing to accept and settle for just anything. And the longer that you go being alone, at least in my experience, the more you enjoy being alone. And then that means when a man does come along, he's going to have to actually do something. You're going to have to make a real difference in my life, and you're going to have to make it very clear, because I am no longer just looking to be booed up just for the sake of being booed up. no, sir, you're going to have to come over here with something tangible, something real, and something genuine. Otherwise, I can stay by myself.
There could be so many reasons. Maybe from past experiences.
Okay.
There are men not being faithful.
Okay.
Yes, from past experiences. You see, men are not really trustworthy. Yes, some men are not really
That
trustworthy.
is cool though.
Yes, some men are not really trustworthy. They will lead you on the way and leave you there. They will lead you on the way and leave you there. That's why a lot of women nowadays will be like, they don't want to start with a man from scratch, because the moment you start with them from a scratch, they will now come and tell you that you are not their class. They will not go in for somebody they think it's their class. But all this while, you served as Bob the Builder.
There are so many instances where the girls leave the boys along the way, not the boys doing it, like vice versa. So many instances.
Boy, come on.
The
Let's be
recent
real.
trending video about a guy in the car making a call about a girl leaving him. You know it was a girl. And there was it's always the girls doing
Let's
it to the
be
boys.
for real. Have you also
understand?
heard that story that the girl started with the guy from scratch? The girl was even a DB, so
These stories you are talking about, if you are pick 10 stories, 9 out of the 10 will be the girl doing the boy dirty. Then one will be like the boy doing the girl dirty.
No. Boys will
You
show
know.
you shaggy.
No.
Those one, the boys
You
they
understand?
show
Now,
shaggy
the
parts.
boys are very faithful people. Do you understand? Boys are so there is those things being flirty, like it be something cool about boys.
Oh,
Do you understand?
you think
Now let me say
you should be in a relationship when you should be flirty?
let me say something.
Wow.
That's so science that it will sound stupid, but if you think very well, you know it's very sensible. Every boy is a cheat. Those they love you the most, if they cheat, you won't find out. Now this might be a joke to you, but what I'm trying to say is that practically, if we come in our certain land, but you know very well that marrying or being with 2 men is something that is a norm in our setting here. Do you understand? So if I'm narrowing the topic down to our setting, it will be like that. So I heard in then times, like if you go back to your family house because your man cheated on you, they will just pick a cane and whip you to go back to your husband's house or something. Yes.
That was then time.
Yes.
All these were abusing the rights of women.
Okay.
But right now, we are in a modern world. Every woman has the choice to voice out like everything. And
Don't you think this right now we are in the modern world? Right now we can be like men. Right now, those things that like those absolute upgrade about this woman that is causing the divorce.
No.
Do you understand?
Not-
Because a man and a woman, you can never be the same, irrespective of whatever you've achieved or whatever standard you think you are. Do you understand? If you don't humble yourself for the man, it will never work for you.
yes.
That is the basic
That's
thing.
why the men should also love the wife, because the Bible said, woman be submissive and the man should
Like
love.
they do it. That is my question.
What is love then?
Like they do it. And
What is love?
to me, now I'm not talking about something dictionary or Google stuff. To me, the love is like if you consider somebody's feelings before yours, that is pure love. Purest form of love is like
Putting
that.
somebody first.
Yes, before you. That is the
If you
purest
should
form of
put
love.
somebody first before you, why would you cheat on the person?
So that's why I
Why
said.
would you physically or verbally abuse the person?
So I understand you. Those that they are doing that, I don't think they actually love them. Do you understand?
So
Very-
that's why women will stay single, because
So-
they are not getting that treatment they deserve.
But the thing is that all the stories about people doing the other dirty, it's always about the girls doing the boys dirty.
Oh, guy, come
You love
on.
yourself first before you can
Why
love
are
somebody.
you even trying to defend?
Yeah, I'm not defending
You are
boys, but
trying to
then
defend the whole thing, but it's
I'm
so
not-
evident.
See, I'm not defending boys, but then the issue is that is the truth.
No.
I've never defended any guy before. If it's not the truth, I will say it's not. Me, I don't lie. Like boys don't lie. You people know it. So that is
See.
the truth. So forget the standard, forget the fact that they are not giving peace.
No,
It's the
actually,
women.
no, I can't forget those things.
So because in the olden days, their marriages were lasting
Why are
longer.
you even talking about olden days? They kept quiet and they were
I know
abused.
why I'm saying that. When marriages were lasting longer, it wasn't because like they don't have standards or don't have morals or something. It was because the women were very, very submissive. It wasn't because the boys were abusing them or something. I don't think this current generation or something, somebody will move to you and tell you, Madam, I like you, I love you, and then the person will be treating you anyhow, saying he loves you. No.
Boy, come
No.
on.
I
What
don't
are you
think-
saying?
But
Are you saying that currently men don't beat
boys-
their
boys
girlfriends
don't
or
do
wives?
that. Boys don't do that.
Oh,
Come on, boys don't. If
Please.
a boy is out there doing that, it means you are not a boy. But
Spare
boys
me
don't
that.
do that.
There's a lot about the experience that women are having with dating when so many would rather just have a cat. So massive difference between what men think makes dating hard versus what women are actually.
Let's talk about it from the women's perspective here, because I think a lot of women will back me up when I say it's so irritating that these boys will constantly complain that women don't want to date them. And then when we try to tell them nicely why, they just continue to ignore us and complain. Because guess what? 15%, an all-time high of boys surveyed, said they had 0 close friendships and relationships in their life. So if you're not listening to women, listen to each other, because apparently boys don't even really want boys in their lives. Let's talk about it. And I want to give credit to those 2 creators as my first example here. They did an amazing job, and the entire time I was watching their videos, the whole time I was watching their videos, I was just thinking, are they really this attractive right now? Or are they just self-aware and speaking with empathy for the struggles of women? And that right there shows you what women are actually looking for. Interestingly enough, most men reported are single. Most women are not. When you look at the stats from Gen Z, you'll see about 63% of the boys are single reportedly. But only 34% of the women our age are single. And for this poll of millennials and Gen Xers combined, roughly, you'll see that men are still on average more single than the women. And boys' main argument for always being like 90% of the users on dating apps are men. They're not actually. Only 62% of the users on dating apps reportedly are men. That's a pretty decent ratio. So clearly there's not a huge lack of women and men to be partnered together. And we have to take into account that there are LGBTQ men and women. So why are the majority of women who date men choosing to be single instead of having to deal with dating? Why has a woman decided that a cat is better than dealing with a boy? Well, ladies, let's talk about it and give them the answers here today. Relationship standards have been raised slightly, yes, but not in the way that boys complain about them. We expect boys to have greater skills, but what are these skills? These skills are things like better communication, empathy, understanding, emotionally available, and sharing our values. Sharing our values brings up another great point. More young women now are trending more to the left than before, and men aren't following the pattern quite as heavily as women. And yes, we can be kind and get along with people on the right. That's not the issue. I have some mutuals that lean towards the right. When it comes to a lifelong partner, women really do want someone who shares those core values and basic human beliefs, which means that these divides not keeping up with each other are going to have a greater impact on dating. I also really love the points that this article brought up. There is a huge double standard when it comes to dating choices and safety. The burden of choosing the right partner feels like it always falls on the girls. But then we're always being yelled at and told to give a guy a chance regardless of whether we're attracted to that man. But then if we get into an unsafe relationship, the women are blamed for choosing the wrong man and just letting any man have a chance. So we're supposed to choose the right partner, and we're told to give everybody a chance, but don't just be giving everybody a chance. But if you don't give everybody a chance, then you're just being too picky. But also, if you're not picky enough, then it's your fault for choosing that man. Yeah, no wonder most women are just opting out of this song and dance. A lot of men, for some reason, simply lack empathy or don't have great social skills. And we're not here to parent you into learning those things anymore. Again, the way men have treated women has just burnt us all out from dating. All of these double standards are exhausting to deal with. And then a big one I hear all the time, many women feel like men just don't actually even like women. Even the way a lot of boys treat us and talk about us and behave and scrutinize and pick us apart. It's like, do you even like us? Okay, because at the end of the day, then you complain that you don't have a girl. But it doesn't even seem like you really like them. And for that cherry on top, study after study after study are coming out saying that women are just happier being single nowadays. So it's really not like boys are competing with the top 10% of men. You're competing with our happiness, our peace, our quiet time, our joy. It's like I always explain to my family when they ask, it's so hard for me to date because I am like genuinely very happy all alone. So when I actually find a man, not only do I have to find one that doesn't add more stress into my life, but you have to somehow bring more joy to it as well, as I would hope that I bring them as well. I like to believe I bring my partner a lot of joy in life.
Reasons why women will become single and will remain single until they find the right person is because they don't want to settle for less. You get it? And when we talk about settling for less, what comes into people's mind is financial.
No.
But it's not necessarily financial.
What again?
Communication.
Okay.
You say you love somebody, you say you like somebody, but then you can't communicate with the person. What do we mean by communication?
What's very good. I was going to ask you that question.
What do you mean by communication? You say you like me, you love me. Meaning I should know what is going on with you every single day. I should get to know what's happening in your life. You get it?
Now, this from what she's saying right now. If you're a guy and then you press on a girl like she's saying, they're going to say, you are like you are even forcing them or something. Do you understand? Like basically, they expect a man to be tough. Do you understand? Just yesterday, I was testing with a friend of mine, and then we're talking about some issues, like some personal issues. And the first thing the person said was that you're a man, you have to be bold enough and handle this. So I was like, oh, okay. So this in this our setting, as a man, you are not supposed to talk about how you are suffering, how you are crying, how the kind of things you are going through, even to your mom or to your parents or something. Not to talk about somebody you just met. Sorry to say, the person is not your family yet. And then even you get my grandpa, it's not that anything can happen. For you to go to a sign of telling the person, I'm not good, I should, that they will tell you like you're checking it out. Like you're being
I'm
a
not
lady.
saying that as soon as you meet a woman, it start telling her your problems or
When you are
anything.
with the person.
Yes, when you're with the person, you should voice out certain things. Oh, babe, I don't feel like talking to you today. I've had a tough day. This, that. So we talk tomorrow
Girls
or
cannot
something.
handle that.
Oh, who said so?
Girls cannot handle that.
Girls love
Yes.
men who communicate.
They can't handle that. They when the issue is that when you do that to them, they will intend to use it against you. That's one thing about girls. Whatever you do,
I
with
don't know
them,
the type of girls you meet.
when you can't argue,
I don't know the type of girls you meet, but then girls like girls
eh,
saying certain things like this to us.
so when it comes to whatever you're saying right now, personally, I've not had this experience. Like I would say,
Okay.
I ain't give, like I would say it, but then from experiences around my friends and stuff, like they use it against them. Picture this, like right now, you start something with somebody right now. It will take a very serious girl for at this age to start something like I'm building something from a scratch to be with somebody, and then you are the one, maybe you are supporting the man in some way, small, and then you get some issue just popped up and you be like, I'm the one taking care of you.
And that person is not
Do you understand?
Yeah.
How do you expect the man to feel? Now, irrespective of the standard of the man, if you ever make a man feel disrespected, that's one of the purest form of pain a man can go through. Trust me, if a man comes to the room to find you cheating on him, and then you disrespecting him to that extent of telling him, say like, he's useless, I think that one is going to pain him more than he finding you cheating.
And I believe that men should not also put women in a position whereby they'll be so bitter to voice out certain things, because sometimes the person is not willing or is not intentionally saying that, but then because of what you've done, because of what you've said, because of your actions, it might trigger her to also say certain things to
love
you.
is patient. If you don't have patience, you said you are loving, what are you talking about? So you don't have patience, you don't have self-control, then something might trigger you to go the extent of saying something you're not supposed to say to somebody. That is a no-go area for
That
me.
one
You
starts
understand?
from the man.
What
did you do? The man, what did you do?
Sometimes you mess up though. That is alright. But then if you realize your mistake, I think right from that the time the thing happened, if you are really, really remorseful about this, you should just approach the person. Maybe talk about the fact that you didn't do well.
Do you think that if this man is to go to the woman and be like, oh babe, I realized that I did this, I didn't do it well, I'm sorry, do you think the lady will go on to say that?
Boldness. People that they say sorry, they are bold people.
Yes.
It's not everybody.
Yes.
So it depends. Like maybe I don't know. I don't know. Personally, me, I speak for the men when I say men are good people. Unless they, of course, you are not treating the men right.
Women
you
are
understand?
good people.
So
and till men choose to treat us right, we are not settling for less.
Please.
We are not settling for anything minimum.
Women
okay?
out there, I'm not talking for the men. Do you understand? But I'm just being honest. So from the reasons she gave us why women are choosing to be single, me, I don't support it. If you have any other reason or something you think you can add up to this, feel free. Just leave all your thoughts in the comment section. You back again. You come and vibe more about this issue. I think we'll come back.
My ladies,
you come back.
You know this issue, this points I'm raising is purely factual.
I'm not buying it.
So I'll be waiting for your comments in the comment section.
I'm not buying it. She's single. Please, the boys, go and DM her. I will leave her handles down there.
He's also single.
I'm not single.
You are not. How did you know I'm single?
Because I know.
How did you know I'm single?
But me, I'm not single.
Did I tell you I'm
If you see
single?
a fine boy like me, I can't be single. Hey, please.
And you think a fine girl like me is
You
single?
vibe again.
You think a fine girl like me is single?